Well, of course, someone is texting me as soon as I start a video. Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I'm losing light. I was gonna open my window, but it's just too bright, and my stinking ring light decided to not work anymore. So I'm not gonna make this a super lengthy video, hopefully. But I wanted to do a video featuring a silicone and a vinyl Reborn doll and just talk about the differences. Is it worth it? Is the feel of silicone really worth the difference in price? A lot of people are curious about that. And since we have some naked babies, we might as well change them, right? Into cute little outfits. So that's what we shall do. Let me see what I have. So yeah, these are two dolls that I have in my collection. And this is Leah, full body silicone. That is her sculpt name, Leah, which I kept. This is a really special doll to me because she was created from the artist's imagination, the sculptor, and she was casted, poured, painted, and rooted by that same sculptor. So she's an artwork from imagination to reality, and every single touch point of creation. She has live cast hands and feet, which mean that these are real hands and real feet from a real baby that were used and molded for this sculpt, which is really cool. It just kind of gives you more of a realistic feel because you know that they're real baby hands and feet. So she has memory foam silicone, which to date is my absolute favorite. I have felt Eco 30 down to Eco 10, and the more you go down, the softer the silicone. And I felt blends mixed in different variations, and this is my favorite. She is kind of firmer than a soft silicone, a super soft silicone, I should say, but she's still soft. But what's cool about her is she has a very lifelike feel to her silicone, and it's such incredible texture. I mean, I never have to powder her, ever. She never gets shiny or sticky in any way. Her silicone feels exactly like human skin. Ended wrinkles, let me show you. And she has little hairs on her from my stinking cat. Okay, so look at that. See how she wrinkles? Amazing. Look at her legs. Like, look at how her legs wrinkle. Isn't that crazy? It's incredible. She has a little spine that was sculpted into her. And she's super soft and squishy, and this shows you why it's called memory foam. So it's really a different density than super soft silicone, and it's hard to really explain unless someone experiences it. She's my absolute favorite silicone in terms of, well, all of it. I think she's amazing. I have one other silicone who I absolutely adore. I've also featured him on this channel. I'll bring him back as well. He's really special to me, and he has amazing silicone too. It's a different kind, super soft. He's very posable. So anyway, this is the one we're featuring today. So look at her little umbilical cord stump. She's gorgeous. This is an amazing doll. She was very expensive. And I would say from an artist perspective, considering the one person who spent countless hours creating and sculpting her, which I actually had the pleasure of watching from a distance because I followed her channel. Sculpting her, I saw different variations of Leah as she went. She almost had a totally different face in the beginning, but you know, to go from her creation in her head and all of the hard work sculpting her to also casting, pouring, doing the mold process, cleaning, trimming the silicone, preparing it for paint, painting her, rooting her, matting her. She did everything from start to finish. So the price of this doll, and from my artist's perspective, is 100% on point. Like, totally worth it. I would say I don't feel necessarily that strongly when a silicone painter buys a blank sculpt for, let's say, $900, a blank silicone, and then charges $4,000 or $5,000 for a painted silicone. I don't think painting in itself is worth thousands of dollars. I never will. And yes, I paint silicone. It is hard, it's annoying, it's sticky, but it's not that hard. You know what I mean? I actually think, to be honest, in some respects, vinyl can be more difficult. The medium of silicone is more difficult to work with, but the depth and everything that's required to bring a vinyl to life, to me, is more difficult, because these vinyl pieces, when you have blank vinyl pieces and you look at them or hold them up to the sun, you can see through them. You have to create so many layers of paint, so much depth, and understand the depths and everything needed to bring skin to life for vinyl, that it could be more difficult. So that's my opinion. I do have experience painting silicone and vinyl, so I feel that my opinion has some, you know, weight to it. But again, it's just mine. I do not like painting silicone. I definitely give props to those who do and only do silicone, because it just annoys me. Like, the stickiness of it, oh, it's just crazy. I feel like it's less forgiving. And I also have a thing with things that are sticky. Like, ever since I was little, if I was sticky, I would cry. You know, like, my hands are sticky, I hate it. Like, I hate being sticky. So anyway, Leah has sculpted gums and a tongue. I'm starting to feel that this video is actually going to be a little bit longer than I anticipated, so bear with me. There's her little tongue, and it can just hang out there. It's so cute. This is incredible artwork. So I felt very comfortable about assessing what I consider a reasonable value for this doll based on the fact that the artist, the sculptor, did everything to bring her to life. And, you know, silicone dolls are incredible. Are they worth the price? That's really relative. I mean, that's really up to you as a collector. Now, this is a vinyl. She was painted by Kelly Dudley, who is a well-known artist. By the way, this doll was created by Manouk from Mini by Manouk. This doll is truly sculpted by Sherry Ron. So Sherry Ron is the sculptor of this kit, and, you know, produced, you know, she sculpted this doll in head, limbs form. And then Kelly Dudley, who is a prototype artist, completed the painting on this doll from the pieces of vinyl that she came with, and this is the result. So the difference in price is pretty massive. I don't really want to go into numbers, but we're talking thousands compared to hundreds, okay? If someone can afford it, which I even question if I still can, to me, is the difference worth the cost difference? Yes. You know, depending on what you're looking for. If you want a doll to absolutely feel 100% real, and to give you like that baby fever craving sedation, meaning like when you're feeling baby fever, you hold this baby and it just melts away because you feel satisfied. This is definitely the kind of doll that will do that, I think. She also has a drinking wet, by the way, which is a tube inside of her that allows her to drink a bottle and pee. Don't ever use that feature, but some people like that. And it was not put in by the artist. It was put in by someone else. So I think that's worth it. Like, these are great, but ultimately I see vinyl reborns as kind of more of like a showpiece, right? Like, we dress them, they look cute, we take pictures, but when it comes down to handling, they're hard to the touch. You know, they're hard, which I think our brain ultimately tells us immediately, this is a doll. Luna, what are you doing? Okay, my dog, my puppy Luna. Oh, I gotta introduce Luna to you guys. Come here, Luna. Come here, say hi. This is Luna. She's the new addition to our family. She's been in our family for a few months now. Ow, my leg is falling asleep. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. I totally don't even know what I was saying. Gosh, I totally forgot. But anyway, oh yeah. So, you know, it's hard to the touch. Like, if you're cuddling this baby, the weight of the baby and the realism of the painting is really satisfying. Don't get me wrong. But I just can't compare the realism you get from this to a doll like this. So I want to kind of show you guys the differences on camera. I know it's still very hard to tell. You know, you're seeing me touch and squeeze her, but you're not being able to feel her and touch her on your own. You know, you can't squish this guy or this girl, right? It's just hard vinyl. And this is just a totally different ball, right? Totally different ball game. I do hope that any serious collector does get a chance to experience silicone at some point. Some people don't like it though. I think from what I've seen, most of the time, let's start getting these girls changed, by the way. I'm gonna check my camera. I have a low battery symbol. That's not always a good thing, is it? Some people don't prefer silicone once they get it. Like, they've always wanted to try it and they find they don't like it. And from those experiences I have witnessed, in my thinking, they're usually collectors that have only had vinyls, and probably for many years, and maybe they're just weirded out by the feel of silicone. And then some say, hey, I loved it, the realism was incredible, but I'm freaking out that I'm gonna ruin this thing. And, you know, forking out thousands of dollars for a doll versus hundreds of dollars, that's kind of a shock, right? And so the funny thing is that in my mind, silicones are kind of meant more for handling because they feel more realistic. They really are more realistic. But they're more fragile. So it's almost like you can't really handle them the way you want to, is what some people feel. Now, this one here, I will tell you, again, her silicone blend is freaking out of this world. for so many reasons, some that I shared with you, but also because she's so durable. Never shines, like never a tear. She doesn't, I don't know how to explain it. This silicone's literally fabulous. Like, you cannot get better than this. So that's my opinion on this silicone. And I have a feeling it's a really secret blend because I've never felt it before. And I think the only other artist I'm aware of that uses like what they call a memory foam blend, which by the way is just a way to describe it. It's not like it's really memory foam, is Miracles of Mine. She's also a sculptor who creates all of her babies from start to finish. I completely admire that. And she also uses a memory foam type of silicone from my understanding, and she actually has partnered with Mini by Manuk to kind of like master this blend. So yeah, anyway, I love it. I love it. So I am gonna get her dressed really fast here, as fast as I can. Sorry I have gloves on and I seem kind of surgical, but I was painting, and I was painting, oops, that's the wrong foot. I don't know. I was painting silicone, which drives me bonkers. I needed a distressor, and I thought I'm gonna do a video for YouTube, have a chat with some of my friends, because I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, when you paint silicone, every particle that can possibly attach to your silicone will. Like, every particle known to man that you never knew was floating around in your house. So you're constantly picking things off, and it drives me crazy. And I hate stickiness. It triggers me. Stickiness triggers me. Okay, let's get her dressed really quick and then we'll end the video. But I'm curious about what you guys think. If you have a vinyl and a silicone, how do you feel about the difference? Was it worth it to you? Did you start with silicone and get a vinyl, or the other way around? Luna, my puppy dragged this poor doll's little dress away. She is a firecracker, that dog. She has really brought a lot of fun, life, and joy to our family. We lost 2 really special family members. One was our dog, one was our cat, back to back pretty much, and it was really horrible. And Luna has definitely brought some fun energy into our family, but my gosh, she has been so much work, you guys. Like, I can't believe it. And she's just a puppy. She's not even a baby, you know? Look how cute. Cute little girls. Let's see. These are outfits, by the way, that are, is that backwards? My bad. That are imported from Spain. Oh, it's so cute. And I get them from a boutique. I love them. Let me show you the other outfit I have that I just got. Look at this. How cute is this? You guys, can you even? And then she always throws in lovely little bows and bracelets. Anyway, so all these outfits came from a boutique I shop with, imported from Spain. I just think they're adorable, and they're just such good quality. So yeah, that's my video. I'm really curious what you guys think. If you have any other questions about silicone, let me know. I will say this: if you decide you want to take that leap and invest in a silicone, as long as it's quality and doesn't have a lot of flaws, or it's something that seems reasonable to assume that it would be a desirable item to others, you shouldn't have much of a problem selling it if you decide it's not for you. Although I will say the market right now is terrible. I mean, inflation, like everything economically you can imagine is probably suffering right now, including the doll hobby. So it is a little more difficult to sell, but I would say take a shot if you can do it. If you can afford it, take a shot. Because to me, it's worth it. I mean, she's as close to a living baby as you can get. And, you know, she doesn't cry or poop. She does pee, but only when I want her to. And she's just amazing, you know. I will say this really fast. If it comes down to worth in terms of other things in my life, that's where I have a hard time. If I can do something for my family that costs thousands of dollars versus having her, now we're getting into a spectrum that I would say, yeah, probably not. She's a doll. She's not worth that versus this other thing that would better our life. But until I get to that situation, I'm probably going to hold on to her for a little bit. I have contemplated selling her, but I feel like I would actually be kind of devastated, which is never really happened to me. I've always sold dolls and I was like, yeah, you know, really cute doll, kind of miss it, but pictures are fine. I'll go look at pictures. This one, I don't think I can do. I don't know. I don't think I could sell. But thank you for watching. Leah and Truly Ever says goodbye. Oh, she's got a heavy head. This one is actually just as heavy as her, and she weighs 9.5 to 10 pounds. So that's really funny too. Okay, well, thanks. Have a great day, guys. Bye.